Good evening, everybody. Welcome here to the Sports Talk Network here for the Monday Night Review. Here for the episode here in June 11th, 2018, Monday Night Raw. They go home show to Money in the Bank, which is this Sunday on the WWE Network. Social start time 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Again on the WWE Network. We'll be on Sunday. I'll be doing live reactions to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match and the women's Money in the Bank ladder match on Sunday evening, along with doing a review after the show, which I always do each and every Sunday after the pay-per-view event actually does occur. If you're new to this channel, welcome to check out all the other videos I do have. I do talk about pro wrestling, talk about football, and other sports, along with TV shows. I have TV show reviews of Last Man Standing, TV show reviews also of Life in Pieces, and MTV Scream, which might be coming back here shortly at some point in 2018. But let's dive in here to tonight again, reviewing here Monday Night Go Home Show, heading to Money in the Bank. I thought it was alright. That could have been better. I think for most of the Monday Night Raws in the last couple of weeks, from what I've noticed, is at the beginning and end have been better. The meat and potatoes in the middle of the show have been kind of lackluster. You have 3 hours to have, and sometimes they don't have the best of actual matches and entertainment. But Raw this week being a go home show, I'm expecting a little bit more. I was hoping for more for the show and for it to actually be more entertaining, and at least start off that way. We're all kicking off with the Raw Money in the Bank competitors. Again, we have 8 superstars for each men's and women's Money in the Bank ladder matches. 4 representing Monday Night Raw, and 4 representing SmackDown Live. Tonight in Raw, you see all the competitors from the Raw brand. You will have 8 people in the ring on top of ladders. 4 men, 4 women, again representing the Raw brand. We have Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens, Bobby Roode, Finn Balor for the men, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Ember Moon, and Natalya for the women. Again, representing one of the Bank ladder matches for the men and the women. I kind of like this aspect. They've done this a couple of times in go home shows in the past couple of years, of course, with the pay-per-view event. Now that everything is co-branded Raw and SmackDown Live, and Money in the Bank being a Big 5 pay-per-view, getting that extra hour of showtime on air, non-pre-show. So I liked how they kind of ended up having them all interact, all really together. And they actually did interact, not just the men with men, but the women with the men, men with women, actually interacting. They're cutting their promos in the middle of the ring on the top of ladders. Different, interesting, and for a go home show to a pay per view like this, made the most sense. I think the one interaction I like the most is Alexa Bliss getting a prediction that Braun Strowman's going to win. Again, their prestigious interaction during the Mixed Match Challenge. Braun Strowman, pretty much, at least from the WWE Universe, from what I've been hearing, is the odds-on favorite to win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match on Sunday. I have other opinions. Again, I'll share that on Thursday night with the podcast, Steve's Wrestling Ramble. But for right now, for the Raw review, and for everything that did happen tonight on Raw, I won't say anymore, or hopefully most would say that Braun Strowman on the men's side to be the odds-on favorite. Because in WWE, you never know. It is scripted television. You just never know how things are going to go and how things are going to be booked in that regard. And in that regard, and during the same promo, we had Kurt Angle coming out, did general manager of Monday Night Raw, and Constable Baron Corbin having his head shaven, having a different look. He's looking more machismo, more badass, I would actually say, and actually dressed up. So that's actually different to see Baron Corbin in that kind of like almost be like a real life Baron Corbin as the Constable. Remember, he's stepping in for Stephanie McMahon, who is the commissioner of Monday Night Raw, and kind of having that kind of between or interaction with him and Kurt Angle, and Stephanie McMahon, since she has actual corporate real obligations to do or WWE not on television as often anymore, so they kind of rolled her out from a storyline, and now since WrestleMania, or at least the night after WrestleMania, haven't really been seen on Raw so often. That's why I think and wonder if the brand extension actually going to be lasting any longer past SummerSlam. Maybe, maybe not. WB got a new TV deal with Fox. I talked about a couple weeks ago, Last Man Standing got picked up by Fox Network, a show that I really enjoy and love. And if WWE is going to have SmackDown Live move over to Fridays, what they probably should do is have SmackDown Live for the 2 hours from 7 to 9 Central, and then at 9 p.m., that 1 hour block from 9 to 10, you have Last Man Standing, have it be hour episodes, 1 hour episodes each every week. That will be something different, or you keep it on Tuesdays and keep it live. Either way, I think it's best for SmackDown Live to be going to a major network, going to Fox, because during football games on Sunday NFL football, you have WWE promos, That's just best for business and best for the bottom line for the company. That is number one in professional wrestling. Moving right along, Natalia defeating Alexa Bliss, Ember Moon, and Sasha Banks in a fatal four-way. Something I did predict last week that would happen here at the Go Home Show. You the men, four representatives in a fatal four-way, which we did have in the main event. And here you have the women and Natty getting the win here. Reverse psychology telling you in the reverse booking that Natty probably won't be winning on Sunday. But then again, neither does Ember Moon. I have that favorite, at least from the front brand. It's Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks, but we'll certainly see. Moving right along with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre defeating Breezango. Not too much to say there. Roman Reigns squashing Sunil Singh and Jinder Mahal attacking Reigns afterwards. They're going to be facing each other at Money in the Bank. The B team being Heath Slater and Rhino in tag team action, and after the match, Woken, Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt with their new t-shirts that they have, taunting them and cutting a promo on the B team. Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas on stage. Elias doing a concert with Seth Rollins interrupting and destroying his custom-made Intercontinental title guitar, which actually looked pretty cool. But pretty much just stepping out, nothing too fancy there. Looking forward to this match. Am I looking forward to it the most? Probably not. You do have the men's and women's Money in the Bank. You have two big women's title matches. But all in all, I think Seth Rollins and Elias can actually tear the house down and maybe even be the match of the night by the end of the night. We'll certainly see. Ruby Riott defeating Bayley one-on-one after the match. The Riott Squad trying hard on Bayley's body. Well, I don't know, like an NWO thing. Or just, the Riott Squad are still interacting. Imagine surprising to see Sasha Banks interacting there. You would think they would at some point continue on the storyline with Bayley and Sasha Banks. But for right now, Sasha Banks is part of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Maybe Bayley gets involved there. Because I don't see her being in a match just thrown together to be in the pre-show on this Sunday. But as of right now, she won't be on the card actual match. So maybe her interaction during the women's Money in the Bank ladder match would make the most sense. Again, Bayley and Sasha Banks moving forward in that feud. Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey, facing off, and Ronda standing tall and making Nia Jax tap out. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I kind of see both women's champions actually retaining their championships. You have Ronda Rousey and Asuka already getting title opportunities now. Not too far after them being on the main roster, or at least Ronda then coming to WWE. Why would we have Nia Jax and have Carmella and have both of their title reigns kind of be meaningless if we have them drop the title now? Again, book it however you want and whatever it be, but I think it'd be best for business for Nia Jax and Carmella to continue their title reign and defeat Ronda Rousey, defeat Asuka, and that being big feathers in their caps moving forward as the champions they are for Raw and SmackDown Live. And that'd be good for the women's division and for them individually in their women's title reign. No way Jose squashing Kurt Hawkins. Sorry about that. Kurt Hawkins getting a consecutive loss, number 201. Remember, the 200th was last week, of course. Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley do a speed competition to see who can complete an obstacle course faster. And Bobby completes it in 44 seconds, then gets attacked by Sami Zayn. Not too much interesting about here. Like, I could really care less about this feud, about the storyline at all. I just want to get past. We all know it's just for Bobby Lashley to get a win and probably face Brock Lesnar, the champion, at SummerSlam. Though I've been hearing rumors that are different according to that. But either way, Bobby Lashley will probably be winning this Sunday. Sami Zayn probably losing. And if that is the case, and if the match doesn't go how we think it's going to be as a squash match, which I don't even say less than a minute, then have it on the pre-show. Because why even waste it on the main card when some other match deserves to be on the card? And by the way, where's our cruiserweight title matches or cruiserweight matches that are going to be part of the show? I mean, you have them doing their thing on 205 Live. That's cool, and that's what I've been saying, but they still should be part of the pay-per-views because they still are part of WWE. Because if they're not, and if they're not going to be part of pay-per-views moving forward, then they should have their own pay-per-view event. Who knows? And already here to the main event. Like I said, I'm doing this review pretty quick because, reasons, personal reasons. Braun Strowman defeating Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, and Bobby Roode in that fatal four-way match for the men's representatives of Raw and the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Braun pretty much winning the whole way through this whole build to the pay-per-view. Probably should be winning, let alone being part of the finish in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match coming this Sunday in the WWE Network. But still, good outing by all of them. especially Bobby Roode and Finn Balor. And I have enjoyed seeing how they've been improving in the ring. And Bobby Roode, obviously one of the best theme songs, but Finn Balor's kind of getting my eye more and more each and every week. But don't worry, Thursday, hopefully we'll have a couple of guests. Monty's Corner, maybe he is. He just got married on Saturday. So Monty's Corner, OTR Central, Blue X Demon X, maybe even Chief Josh Ola, Josh of 1005 Blog. I would be able to join us to predict Money in the Bank. Becoming on Sunday, but Steve's Wrestling Ramble is Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. This YouTube channel, youtube.com/user/complete08 Sports Talk Network, will be predicting all Money in the Bank. Maybe talking some news, but if we have the plethora of guests that I do hope to have, it'll probably be just simply the pay-per-view predictions, and whatever time we have left would probably just be just bullshit and talking other things as well. So welcome to join us there, be part of the live chat, whether you like wrestling or not. You're in support maybe just of me, you're welcome to check out the podcast there Thursday night. I'll be back here tomorrow as I always am, Tuesday nights after SmackDown Live that ends at 9 p.m. Central. So at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, a couple minutes after, or maybe an hour after, depending on what's going on over here, I will have my SmackDown Live review live in living color here through Google Hangouts. So I thank you all for watching tonight for the Raw review. I apologize for it being short, but it had to be. And I will make sure to talk about it a little bit more in depth with my team members that will be back as well. Kyron Chase graduating high school, Mark Rambo finishing up his sophomore year, or junior year, heading into his senior year in high school, and Raunchy Mikey making a return as well. So hopefully have my crew, have my team here at Steve's Wrestling Ramble on Thursday night to talk the show. Also check out my other channel, Animated Awesomeness, where I talk My Little Pony Friendship is Magic and Star versus the Force of the People. Those two animated TV shows from Disney Channel and from Discovery Family. Again, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is on Discovery Channel, and Star versus the Force of Evil, Disney Channel. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Let me know on Twitter at WB_podcast. Let me know what you thought of Raw. I have my Raw Insta poll already up. Did you think it was great, good, okay, or terrible? I would probably vote that it was okay. So there you go. That's my own personal vote, my own poll. Enjoy the rest of your Monday evening here. Enjoy your Tuesday. And above all else, as always, take care.